Welcome to the Market Alert for Monday the 18th of September 2017. So on Friday we had two great trades in the pound. We started off with a signal early on in the session, and then the second one with the big move came as the Bank of England, I think it's VEI, a medium impact news item. So this is absolutely fine, as I mentioned in Friday's Market Alert, and then prices moving higher, and then of course for the rest of the session they traded sideways. So in the bigger picture, we've got a situation where the pound has broken all of the resistance that we had over here, and now the goal is clear up to the 150 area, and a lot depends on the US dollar, of course, continuing its weakness in order to head up to this level, and more on that in just a moment. So that's where we are with the pound. So I'm just going to reset this now so you can see it a bit more clearly. We'll save that as well. So you can see there we've got quite a bit of distance to go there. Fair move that is from 135 area, 136 all the way up. News-wise today, well, we've got the big guns out this week. We've got Carney out first at 4 p.m. So see how this affects the Dow at 4 p.m. Probably in a positive way, I would imagine. There's no stopping that at the moment, as we'll see as we just switch over here. Friday, you can see the market moving higher. No signals for Friday, which is very unusual, but that's because the first bar is outside of the range for the trigger to actually show the signal. But the unassailable rise continues. If we look at the daily chart, you've got the Dow even on the overnight now. The lunacy has really got a grip now. You can see there already higher on the overnight. Let's just have a quick look, see how high prices are from Friday's close already. Just go to the high. Already up 61 points on the overnight. And then of course this week we've got Yellen speaking. This is a live announcement, FOMC statement on Wednesday. So it's going to be interesting to see what she has to say. Every other live event for the last year, she has increased interest rates by 0.25%. I suspect this time she won't, citing all sorts of excuses to backtrack on the so-called normalization of rates that they've been talking about over the last few months and the last year. What have we got tomorrow? Tuesdays are generally a quiet day, and also makes it even more quiet, obviously, with going into Wednesday's live FOMC meeting as well. So we'll see. But today the market is moving to the upside. No stopping it. Just this, as I said, unassailable rise. They want the market higher. It sounds like a broken record from me, but I've said this for an awful long time, been proven correct on it. They will do anything to keep the illusion alive that everything is fine. And when this blows, it's going to blow big style. That's a certain fact. Right, let's have a quick look at the implied volatility. So on Friday, we see the implied moving just slightly higher, which is an odd thing. Maybe there is a bit of concern amongst the option sellers now, up from 717. Which we saw on Thursday, to 723. So that's the only reason I can come up with, but today we'll be able to see whether that's correct or not, or well, tomorrow morning when we have a look at the volatility figures. If the figures have actually moved lower, then it won't be the case at all, but if they've risen with the market rising as well, the underlying market, then it will be showing some sort of concern. So let's see what pans out on Wednesday. If she doesn't raise rates, it could be very interesting, because obviously the market's come to expect that they are going to raise rates. And if they don't, then it will start to show some sort of lack of confidence on the part of the Fed. They're not true to the word. We know they're not anyway. But it will be interesting to see how the market reacts if they don't raise rates, because I think it's more than 12 months, every live quarterly event they've raised rates, and that's been it. But it'll certainly show a lack of confidence. And again, they're painting themselves into a corner anyway, and they're going to have to backtrack eventually when the market is allowed to find its fair value and correct to fair value. Right, that will do it for this one. I'll report if there's anything, but say keep an eye out for Carney at 4 p.m. Hopefully we'll get a bit of activity beforehand. Right, that'll do it. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.